Okay then guys, so welcome to another 7 Days to Die. So let's crack on. So this is what we've done so far on the Treehouse base. So I'm thinking we're doing this type of design. Stop zombies from getting through. So like a bit of a crisscross design with these support beams by here, wooden ones, to stay with the theme of the base really, which is the treehouse base. So sticking with the theme of wood. So I think this will be a nice little thing. I might build something inside that little compound, or like some like a ladders coming down maybe. So we've got like a little area we could fight through. I know it wouldn't last long with wood, but it's just an extra bit that you could, you know, that you can fight from maybe. So I think, plus I think it looks quite nice as well. So we'll do that. Okay, so now that's done, I think it looks rather nice. Adds to the feel of it. And it's quite a nice bit of decoration, if you want to call it that. So, yeah, I like it. I like it. Okay, so let's start with the next part of the build. So, you want to make a big-ass rectangle, guys, like I've done. Right next to this building that we done in the first part. And then, so it's going to go right down there. You can see that the wooden block crates are in the way, but around about 5 or 6 pillars upwards, like so. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we'll go for 7, actually. Go for 7. So, right, 7 on each side, guys. So that's 4 pillars in making a rectangle. And then you're going to want to join all of these rectangles together to start building the floor. Just like so. So obviously you're going to get it higher, guys, because this base is obviously up on stilts. Like I said in the previous one, guys, we haven't used trees as such. Maybe I'll do a proper tree house, if that makes sense, in coming videos. But this is what you'll look like. And then you're going to have to start filling this floor. You will, because how big it is, guys, you will have to put some supports, which is some extra pillars, in the middle of it all. So this is basically what you're going to be looking like. Obviously, it's going to be connected to the previous building from the previous episode. So we can walk between all of our buildings and our towers. And that was a good jump. And fail. And break your legs. Why not? So be careful, guys. Just make sure you've got plenty of packs on you. Make sure you put a bed down, otherwise you're going to spawn somewhere completely different. And the snow is here. So connect all these and build the floor. So there we go, guys. We're near enough done. We've got a few more pieces of the flooring to put down. Obviously this flooring is just tree trunks really. So just fill this whole area in. It'll look rather nice when it's done. So obviously it's all wood effect. So there we go. We're done. Connected as well. I hate that little post stand over there. We'll have to try and, you know, rectify that with maybe a different type of pole. Maybe, I don't know. So here it goes. It's rather nice looking. Obviously, guys, you've just heard that the sound has come back on now. I had a bit of a problem before this, so God knows what happened. So here we go. It's all done. It's all done. We've got our base floor down now. This is obviously going to be the flooring of the... well, I think we're going to call this on a garage and a little communal area or type of thing like that. We are going to have steel bar windows in there. That's the only thing that's going to be metal, really. Maybe like garage doors or something like that. Because we are going to use this part of this massive area that we've just built for... you know, any vehicles in future updates, or obviously we've got our motorcycle right now, our mini bike. So we're gonna do something a bit different, guys. We're gonna put them on the sides, and we're gonna come out, and obviously we're gonna have to leave a gap for our door, which is gonna go right by the steps, but they're connecting the treehouse. So yeah, I think that'll look right nice, and we'll obviously leave gaps for windows, etc. This treehouse is going to have a garage door. Not a garage door, actually. I don't even remember what the name is, but I'll show you anyway, guys. Well, I'll show you. So, carrying on, guys. This obviously this is going to have to be quite high, because you're thinking, how are you going to get the garage, the vehicles in here? Obviously, you're going to have to use a ramp, etc. So we will show you. We will show you. So make sure you go high enough for the door. Obviously, windows are going to have to be on top of this at some point as well, which will be in a second. So, right, this we're at the ends now. I think, you know, I like the idea of keeping the bottom of the wood, if you want to call it, the exposed wood, pointing outwards. So like, we've got like a nice looking wall eventually when we build about 4 or 5 blocks high on top of what we've currently built. So which will act as the walls. Obviously, I'm not going to bother cutting out the windows right now because obviously the windows are going to be on top of the ones we're laying right now. And but before we go that, we'll go down to the bottom now, and we will start carving out the wood, the gaps really for the garage doors. I kind of got a bit too high, because the garage doors are only like 3 blocks high, I believe. So you know, we'll have to fill those back in, which is not a massive problem. It'll take a matter of half a minute type of thing. So, but we're gonna have our garage door. I think that's you know, I think I might block up on that left hand side by here and have the garage door on the right hand side. Obviously these sides will I'm going to leave them open for now, guys. You're probably thinking, well, you can go around the side, you know, why put a garage door by here? Well, there's a big reason. I'm going to put some traps and, you know, some spikes, etc. You know, yeah. I'll show you in our next part, or our next episode, what I mean. So obviously you're going to want to fill around this now, and we're going to start building a ramp going from the bottom all the way to the top of our base that we just started building. So you want to put the first foundation ones, guys, down, and then you're going to want to get some wooden log ramp, which I believe I've got by here. Yep. Put that into the tool belt and start laying them like so. You're going to keep on doing this, building them up until you hit the top, well, the underneath, which is technically the roof. Alright, and then basically we're going to cut our little hole through. We're going to put, I think we're going to put like a drawbridge or something like that there. I know it sounds stupid, but you'll see what I mean in a second. So you want to build as high as you possibly can, guys. It's not a big amount. I think it's like, you know, it works out about 6-7 blocks high, which isn't too bad. And you're probably thinking, well, you know, that garage door just does not make sense at the bottom, but it really does, guys. You will see in the next episode where I'm going to be putting some, like, you know, some traps and maybe, I don't know, maybe actually covering the whole thing up yet. I'm not sure. But as you can see, guys, by there, very faintly, you can see the drawbridge. And I will show you that in a second. I think it's a nice, it's a bit different. It's a bit different. Let's just call it that. So we're just putting the sides on by here now, so the zombies, you know, cannot just smash through, and, you know, they got to make a bit of an effort. So let's go and get the bike first, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. So this is how big it is. It is huge. It's going to be massive once the walls are on and the roof is on, etc., and the windows, and it'll look good, especially when it's all lit up. So we go through our doors. And then we're going to go up our ramp, and you'll see that we cannot go any further. So obviously you'll close the doors behind you, and then you'll close these ones, etc. So you're going to have to leave them open every time you go out and every time you come back in, which is a pain. But and you're probably thinking, right, but you can just bunny hop over these, as you can see. So we've got our bike inside now, so you can put this up and down as you please. Obviously you saw that I took a couple of blocks out there, guys, to be able to close, otherwise it's just not going to work, and it wouldn't have gone down anyway. So I think it looks quite nice. It's a bit different, but yeah. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, so we're going to start building up now, guys. Obviously I'm not going to bother putting the windows in just yet on 1 or 2 walls, because I just want to see how high that we need to build them before, you know, bearing in mind of the drawbridge. So obviously you're going to want to build them probably about 5 high, I expect. So you know, so it clears the drawbridge. So let's just put this up now and just roughly see how high we've got to go. So I'm 1 on top of there now, so I'm going to guess another 3 or 4 blocks high. That will be perfectly fine. Obviously when it comes to the roof then, guys, we've got to try and think of how we're going to do it. Is it going to glitch through the blocks that are already there, or is it going to, you know, it's going to fit snugly. We will soon see. So let's see how high we got to go now. Pretty high. That is a pretty high wall, in all fairness. So you've got to make all these other walls the same height as this, what I'm standing on right now. And with that, you know, it'll look good. It'll look good. Okay, so let's take out some blocks by here now, guys. I've decided to start doing some windows, start letting some natural light in, etc. So we're going to take out a few. I think this is right by the steps to go over to the next building. Yes. So we're going to put, the only metal that's going to be on this design, guys, is the metal bars and the garage doors, and technically the drawbridge if you want to put part of that metal on there. But that's not a massive problem. It still looks good. You've got to have some defences, which is metal, guys, otherwise it's just not going to go right for you, and you're going to die within no time. Obviously wood has not got the best protective thing, maybe for, like, you know, beginners maybe, but I don't know. I'm just, like, obviously there's a lot of people whinging at the moment, guys, about you make bases that are impractical for, you know, beginners and stuff like that. So I thought, right, okay, fair enough, I'm going to start building some bases that a lot of beginners can do. Like, you know, granted this is on creative mode at the moment, but this is so I can get the videos out to you as quick as possible, which isn't a bad thing in my eyes. So we'll just carry on. Okay, so this is what it looks like, guys. This is what you're going to be dealing with. You can fight through these metal bars, and so I think, you know, one high is going to be fine. You don't need massive windows of metal bars. It's really no reason, really no need to have higher than what we've got and metal bars. So obviously we're going to have to put another layer on this now. So let's fast forward to the next part now, guys, and we'll see what happens. Let's try and get this sorted as soon as possible. So, okay, I just thought of a new idea, which I'll pass with you in a second. Okay, so there we go. Walls are done. Windows are in, and we're all the correct height we need to be. So next, I think we need to start, as you can see, guys, I've started putting the little garage area in. The roof is nearly done for it, and we've got a supporting pillar relatively in the middle. I think it's like a block out. So we're going to have this besides the drawbridge. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 blocks outwards by there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Support block, and then we got 1, 2, 3, and then we're just going to connect these up without I think we might put a support pillar by here, actually, because I get a bit afraid when it comes to, you know, when it comes to supports, because the roof comes down and then everything else comes down and it's an absolute nightmare. So this is my idea, guys, was actually having like a little garage area within this place, and that, like, you know, separating the whole building into 3 sections. So let's move on. So we're outside now. We just thought I'd have a look. That's really annoying that it doesn't follow the pattern, but there we are. So I put these support beams into the X configuration, or the diamond configuration, if you want to put it that way, to make something nice, a nice bit of pattern, so you can see through into the next part, next room, etc. I think that looks rather nice, and I think it goes with the whole theme. So let's just check out a bike in it, I think. Right. I really hope that they have like new vehicles in the new updates. Obviously, PC have got, they're messing around with Alpha 17 at the moment, where they got a new bike coming with spikes on the front. They've got, you know, they're looking about having a car and a push bike and stuff like that. I think that'd be pretty cool. I think, but like with the car and maybe the new bike, you need, well, just the car really, you'd need a bigger map. They need to expand these maps a bit more. Obviously Knaves Game, which we're on right now, isn't, you know, that huge, but Random Gen is huge. You know, it keeps on going. So by here, guys, I think we're going to bring it down and we're going to put a garage door. I think that would work lovely, and it would separate everything else. So, like, you know, you've got that extra bit of defense. If you get run over in the first building from the first episode, you can run into this one. You can run into you can stay in your garage. If that gets overrun, you can come into the bedroom, which I'm going to build behind me. So you know, you've got several different ways of you know, surviving, several different rooms, and obviously we're gonna, in the third episode, we're gonna build a watchtower, but with the difference. I know that sounds stupid, a watchtower with a difference, but it makes sense in my head. So I hope that you stick around for episode 3 as well, or part 3. So there we go. Garage door's on now, and we just need to complete everything else. So I think we're gonna do with the bedroom or communal area now, or it could even be an like, you know, an ammunition storage area. So we're just building the roof now. We can put the supports in. We'll put the door on, etc. So yeah, I'll show you in a second, guys, exactly what I mean. Okay, so back outside again. We'll go inside, and then as you can see, garage. Oh, go back outside. Okay, whichever. See that little lip there? That does push you over a bit. That's really annoying. We're gonna have to try and sort that out. It's quite a big building, as you can see, guys. The bottom is open to the elements, and then there's our new room. So it works nicely, and then we've got our ramp, and everything goes down like that, snugly into place. And I think it works. I think it's a nice little. Does it chuck me up? Can I land on top now? Nope. No, I break my legs. I was nearly there. If I was standing somewhere different, maybe it would work. So, okay, so we're back now. Alright, so we're going to put some lightage in this situation now, guys. We've got a garage. We've got our drawbridge. We've got our little communal bedroom area to our left. And we've now got some lighting. And obviously we've got windows so we can shoot down from, etc. So, yeah, I think lighting will make the whole thing a lot nicer. And especially in the dark, and I love how, like, you know, these lights glimmer when the snow comes down as well. I think it's very you know, I think it's pretty, in all fairness. I know that sounds weird, but it is very pretty. So yeah, let's get some light on this puppy and see what it looks like from a distance in a second. Okay, so at the bottom now, put some lights by here. Obviously I'm gonna fill these sides, guys, out either with spikes, or I'm gonna put some walls down so we got an extra area at the bottom to fight from. I think I might actually, you know, block it all off, in all fairness, and just have some things. So we got several different ways, and it's a lot more support for the top area then as well. So I think it looks quite nice when it's all lit up. You know, it's rather nice. I might put a big sign on that just under the front window over there. And there we go, guys. So that's what it looks like from the side. It looks pretty awesome. So stick around for part 3, guys. It's going to be a big one. I'm going to finish this little bottom area, maybe introduce some tunnels and a big watchtower with a difference. So there we go, guys. So thank you for watching, guys. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Tonight I will also be live streaming a bit of Call of Duty, or maybe a bit of 7 Days to Die, I'm not sure. So catch you later, guys. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Bye bye.